Okay, our last and final step is we need to line up all 8 of our poses that we have here. Because right now he's just kind of strutting stuff across our screen, and that doesn't help us at all. So let's just start with pose 1. Make sure all your layers are unlocked. Click on pose 1, and we're just going to use this guy as our starting point. Also make sure your rulers are turned on because you're going to need those. If they're not, just go to View and check mark rulers there. You're going to come over into your vertical ruler over here. You're going to click and pull from there, and you're going to get a little turquoise guideline. And I want you to line that up down the center of this circular blob we're calling our face. That is going to be like the one thing that's normally the same on every one of our little dudes here is we have this head. So the first one's good. We're going to do nothing else here but line that guideline up on the center of our face. Then I'm going to click on the dot for pose 2. We need to take all of pose 2 and line our little face shape up on this guideline. But instead of just bringing it on over here, I want you to hold down your shift key because that's going to almost keep him like an ice skater and he can only slide around. And that's going to help me stay level since we did work really hard on not going past this guideline down here for our ground. Use my little arrow tools if I need to line him up. And if I scrub back and forth, they should be, for the most part, as lined up as our awkward little blobs can be. If something's a little off, just go back and tweak it, sliding it left or right. Here's pose 2. Clicked on the dot for pose 2, holding down shift, sliding it over. Pose 4, holding shift, sliding it on over, lining up my face on that turquoise line, not the body. The bodies all do all sorts of weird things. We're just worried about that circle for our face. The next one. And another one. 2 more to go. And my last one. Yeah. Now if I hit enter, he should actually walk in place and it should look pretty darn good. Not bad for our first time. So here on my timeline, I should have this beautiful stair step of stop motion animation. And down here, I should have my little walking dude. All of this happening inside my walking dude symbol. So with that being said, we are basically done with this guy in our symbol. I just want you to notice that this goes all the way out to frame 40. So we're going to come back to our main scene by either clicking on scene 1 or this little arrow right here, either one. And we need to extend out everything that's on here to frame 40. So I'm going to go to frame 40 and hit F5. F5, F5. F5 adds time. My little dude is a symbol, so I can move him all around, and when I move him, it also moves everything that's inside of that symbol. So if I plop him right there in the middle of my stage, and do a little control and test, there's my walking character. Not bad. So be sure and save this. Again, if you get any sort of an error when you try to save, you are in my stuff, not your stuff. And I will grade this when you are done. Also make sure you know where this is saved because we're going to use this little walking dude in a future moving background assignment. So you are not done with the walking dude. Thanks, guys.